Hello Taurus, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Taurus for the middle of November. Now Taurus, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Taurus, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a DM from somebody, that is not me. That is someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. I also do daily content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Now, if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment to let me know what you think. I'd like to do a Celtic cross spread here for these middle of the month readings if you were curious. So let's see what we have here for you, and we'll make sure everything's in view. I like to take 3 cards here to clarify as we go along. Make sure everything's in view, then we'll get right into it. All right. That looks good enough to me for now. All right, energy on the bottom. You have the moon. So this is a card that is associated with emotions, okay, and deception even. It can suggest that potentially there is something or someone in your life that is not as they appear, or is that not as it appears, okay? Now, I do want to point something out here. The crab or the crayfish on this card indicates going to the deep part of the ocean, which in this case would be your inner fears, your inner desires, the part of you that comes out during dreaming or the subconscious level. And so for some of you, you may need to connect with your subconscious. You may need to connect with whatever's going on deep inside of you. And for others of you, there could be a deception playing out here. I think positive side of this reading for you is, number one, the moon is suggestive of something that comes and goes, because the moon's cycles happen quickly, and so it's a temporary situation. But I also feel like for some of you, like if you're dealing with a relationship deception or somebody who's not as they appear, you are aware. Okay, you are aware that this is happening. I think you have their number, and I think that's a good thing, because then you can sort of decide how you want to go from here. So in your current situation, you have the 9 of Cups. This is an incredibly positive card. All right, so remember, one card doesn't make a reading, and you have the majority of your cards here are very good. So this person is celebrating. They're throwing their cup in the air because they have achieved some sort of long-held dream or wish in their life. You can see that things are going well for them. They have customers coming in, business is going well. Something in their life is leading them to emotional contentment. And for you, despite potentially, dealing with whatever, some sort of internal message here, despite whatever's going on here with this moon card, you have potentially the seeds to that can grow into some sort of wish come true for you, because this is one of the major wish cards. And in fact, you have the 2 wish cards in the tarot here on your spread, on your reading, with the 9 of Cups and the star. So it's always a good sign when you get something like that in a reading. So dreams, wishes coming true, but guess what? You first need to have a wish in order for it to come true. And so I would say, if you have not cast a wish out to the universe yet, to definitely do that. In the problem situation here, you have the High Priestess. Okay, so we have repeating themes here. This is very similar. Both of these cards can be associated with the literal moon or a Pisces. For some reason, I feel like this is moon energy more than anything. But, this is, talk about this person emerging from the water here, as we've spoken about with this moon card. This is the most intuitive card in the tarot. But with that, it can also indicate something hidden, or hidden knowledge coming to the surface, secrets being exposed, anything like that. But when you get the High Priestess and the moon, there could be something that comes to light. I don't really know how else to say it, something that was hidden that is now coming out of the water, okay? But it can also mean that it's incredibly important for you at this time to listen to your intuition and listen to the messages that are coming from within you. And I can't stress that enough, because in the problem position, you may be shutting that off, okay? You may not be paying attention to dreams. You may not be paying attention to messages that are coming in, but you want to go ahead and start doing that because it can be very helpful for you. Now, in the past, you have the Empress. This is somebody who is abundant. In fact, this is the most abundant card in the tarot. So to get this in a reading is always a good sign as far as I'm concerned. Okay, you can see the Venus symbol here, indicating that first, Venus is not only about beauty and love, it's also about luxury and wealth and money. And so the Empress foretells some sort of situation in your life that you've been nurturing that grows and is fertile and is ready to provide for you. And like a mother would do for their children. And that's exactly what the Empress is all about. So for some of you, there's something here that has grown and it's been very good for you. And I feel like even there's like a big row here with the Empress, the Nine of Cups, and the Star of something good coming true, okay? In the future, you have the Star. This is in the future position specifically, meaning that your period of renewal here is on the horizon, okay? If you've been, some of you are dealing with heartbreak with the Three of Swords, the Moon card, and the High Priestess, but this is healing from that, okay? This person, who is actually a genie on the card, is sitting in healing waters of renewal. And so it's an incredibly good card if you've been nursing an injury or an illness, or if you have been healing from heartbreak. It says that you will be quite successful in that. But as this person is also a genie, it's a wish granted. Okay, so you have a wish come true, you have a wish granted. And there's something here coming in. Some of you maybe even like have a social media account or something like that at this time, Taurus, because also Venus energy, your ruler. And so I always like to say that the Star card can also be like in the starlight, being in the starlight, or having some type of star power about you. And yeah, I definitely feel like there's something amazing coming in. And what's on your mind here is your heartbreak, okay? Now this could be clearly, this card is heavily associated with divorce, separation, breakup. However, this can also indicate that something in your life has broken your heart, and it does not have to completely be relationship related. You know, if you've lost a job, or you've been severed from a job, or, you know, you had an argument with a family member, or somebody, a friend of yours said something that hurt you, that can also be implied here with the Three of Swords. But the big message on this reading is that you are finding a way to heal from this. And the other thing is, I do feel like this, I see this coming and going here with the Moon card, no question about it. So keep your chin up here, Taurus, because things are going to be improving. Now, in the lower row, you have the Queen of Cups. This is the subconscious, the hidden, what you can't see. And this Queen of Cups card is all about having compassion for yourself. And what's interesting here is, this is like, how would I describe this? It's almost like you can view this as like the little sister, or the less powerful version of the High Priestess, in that these cards together are the most intuitive cards in the tarot. The number one being the High Priestess, the number two being the Queen of Cups. And so there is something here in your subconscious that is wanting to come forward, that is wanting to make itself known, that is wanting to come through and shine its light, because the subconscious is the dream state. It's where you go when you go to dream. And it's also those intuitive messages that you're getting here. Okay, you may also want to just talk to someone, like a trusted friend or an ally. Make sure they're trusted, because you do have secrets here being hidden with the High Priestess and the Moon and the Three of Swords. So I can't stress that enough. But at any rate, here in the future, where you are headed, you have the Six of Cups in your current influence, the way that you are influencing the situation. This is potentially what we're talking about here, this heartbreak, this hidden message, this person who's potentially deceiving you. This could be a person from the past, okay? With the Six of Cups card, there's no question about it. And I feel like it's almost like you know that this person is not well-intentioned, that they do not have your best interest at heart or at hand here with this card showing up. And so I would just, like I said, it's super important at this time to really listen to yourself because there is potentially someone that's coming in. Now, if it's not another person, it could be a situation from the past that's coming back in for review that you know that you need to like work through or something like that. Now, in the external awareness here, or the external influence rather, you have the Five of Pentacles. So there could have been like some sort of loss. Some of you, this could be a job loss in some way. And I'm not saying that this is coming in, but I'm saying like I feel like you're working through this because you do have like major cards of positivity, abundance, and wishes coming true with the Empress, the Nine of Cups, and the Star. So as well as this, these other two cards here. So if anything, I feel like there could be a financial change, but I think it's important at this time to realize that sometimes this Five of Pentacles, and in fact, more cases than not, this Five of Pentacles talks about your mindset around money or your mindset towards money potentially needing to change, because it can indicate scarcity mindset. And so I think some of you are maybe in that mode right now. Reason being is in your hopes and fears, you have the Two of Pentacles. You're fearful of a negative change is very clearly being spelled out here with the Five of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. This can mean juggling or fluctuating wealth, you know, money being changed, tipping in one direction or the other. But, you know, with all of these other indications here, and we'll see what cards clarify, but with all of these other indications here, I just don't see that happening. You know, I would want to see something else with it. Although you do have a severance here. I mean, I'm not going to lie. But as this is in the hopes and the fears section here with this two of Pentacles, I truly feel it's more about a fear than something actually happening as it relates to your financial situation, because you wouldn't have this wish coming true or this healing card or this abundant card or this Nine of Cups. Both wish cards, I feel like, offset this for you. And in the outcome, even more so, because I don't see this happening, because in the outcome you have this Four of Wands here, which is foundations and achievement. Okay, this can mean stability. You see the four pillars here and the family sitting or standing in between the pillars. They're actually in a ceremony, so it's a good card for marriage. However, I feel like if anything, there's like the thing that's changing here is potentially partnership. That could be changing, and maybe trying to figure out how to handle that type of situation financially. Like if you have been through a divorce recently, trying to figure out the financial part of it, or like who gets what, something like that is happening. This could also though be reaffirming that you are reaffirming strength of a marriage. And so yeah, because the thing is with this Three of Swords, it's hard to say because there is something hidden here with the Moon and the High Priestess. But it could also say that potentially something is not as it appears, and that is some sort of thought that you have. Some sort of thought that you have could be not as it appears. And so that's the other thing. Let's see what cards clarify. I hope that makes sense. Let's see what cards clarify here to see what may help us. Okay, so you have the Page of Cups and the Devil together here. Okay, so it's hard to say because the Page of Cups is a a happy or a romantic offer coming in. This can be the start of somebody who is interested in you, you know, offering their cup out to you, saying, hey, I'm interested in you, Taurus. Do you want to go on a date? Do you want to get a movie? Whatever it is, right? But at the same time, the Devil is indicating that maybe they're here for something physical only, okay? And so I just have to call it like I see it. I keep my channel PG, so I'm gonna let you kind of put two and two together on what this might be. And you know, I do have to say that this is like a historical sort of player type of combination as far as I'm concerned with the Devil and the Page of Cups. And so I feel like it's this Six of Cups person from the past that's maybe trying to get back in with you in some way. And that's what I'm kind of seeing. I'm kind of feeling player energy from here. And in fact, I would even extend it out here because the other card you have is the Nine of Wands, which is annoyance, okay? In this case, I feel like this person is annoying you in some ways. But the really important message with the Nine of Wands is somebody who is persevering, somebody who is not giving up, because they are down here on one knee thinking like, how much farther do I have to go? But they don't realize that they are sitting at the finish line. Okay. And so it's definitely not a time to give up. So yeah, let's go ahead and continue clarifying this energy even more here to see what might want to come forward. You know, I have to say, this is conflicting energy because you have wishes coming true, but then you have this challenge here in the staff as well. And so, yeah. Okay, I did feel this, ask for help from others, with this Queen of Cups in the subconscious, which is like your dreams and just the way that you're feeling emotionally. Like you can think of it as like your emotional weather. So if you feel like you need, this is also, the Queen of Cups is also the traditional therapist in the tarot. So if you feel like you need that, if that's something that you need, like mental health expertise, like you may want to actually just investigate that. No need to worry though. The thing is, there's no need to worry. Love that energy. And what else do we have here? Don't stop. Yeah. So there's something here where you're being tested. Okay. This is a reading of tests and challenges here, because you have things coming through, you have things coming true, but there's something that's not quite finished yet. And what might that be? Journey, which just came out here. So it feels like there's something that's just not quite finished yet, but like you're on the precipice of having your dream come true, of having whatever this thing is that you've been working towards happen. I almost feel like there's maybe like a curveball being thrown in here. This is interesting though. I do need to bring this up. We are moving into a Venus retrograde here soon, and it's a time when exes come back, especially with that Six of Cups. And so I feel like if they were, I'm trying to think of a word that's family friendly, a loser before, they probably, I'm not saying that they can't work on themselves, but they probably are still that. I'm just going to be totally real with you because of the energy here on the card. That's just on the cards. That's just what I have to say for you, Taurus. So yeah, you have courthouse, mature man, community, lovers, child, main male. Yeah. So maybe like you're dealing with an immature person is what I feel like you're dealing, is the person from the past, whatever's going on here. Here's what I feel like saying. You're wanting somebody who's more mature. It doesn't matter what you're interested in. These are just masculine energies here with the main male and the mature man. And so I feel like you're moving towards something that's more mature in your life. This could be a community. This could be a project. Some of you, there may be a child involved with the ex, something like that going on here. Courthouse, lovers, Four of Wands, and the Three of Swords is clear divorce signal, especially with the Moon and the High Priestess. But for some of you, it's like, this is what you want. So it's like, yeah, that's what I'm kind of getting here. This is kind of a convoluted message because there's a dream coming true, but there's also like this situation here from the past where it's like, it's really testing you in some way. So thank you for being here. I hope this helped. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, check out my website, zaneintuitive.com. Always grateful to the people donating down below. Thank you so much for your support. I'll see you in the next one.